what's up? We back, episode 9, and as you can see, got somebody different. We had some technical difficulties. We shot the episode last week and had to do something a little last minute, so I invited this lady that lives with me.
Your wife?
Nah, she's a lady that lives with me.
Don't listen to him.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Lenita Porterfield. We met when we were in the Army. We have a beautiful daughter named Adriana. That's it.
Her name is Chunk.
Adriana is her name.
Her name is Chunky Baby.
Oh my gosh. Adriana.
Anyway. So, project your voice a little bit more. What the? You got a hairball?
No.
Anyway, we already had an episode on relationships, so go back and watch that. But this is kind of like a part 2. You know, we had this unique circumstance that had my wife on. This is the second time that we shot this episode, by the way.
Oh my God! Stop.
The first time, my hair don't look good.
Stop.
You see this spousal abuse?
Baby, don't put that.
Yeah, you getting put on blast.
I had a whole fro going on.
Oh, my hair don't look good. Let's reshoot the episode.
I had a whole fro.
I'm tired of the mug.
I had a whole fro.
But we gotta reshoot this episode. It's a whole episode lost in the space.
Oh my gosh.
It might come out.
No, I have a whole fro, y'all. I look crazy.
It might just come out. She don't be watching all the episodes no way.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, since we're talking about relationships, let's start from the get. We met in 2015?
Yes.
What was your first impression when meeting me?
I'm trying to think. Well, I just remember Rojas, Rojas was the old chaplain assistant, which is kind of like the assistant pastor in the military. And so, he was leaving, and that was like the person that was my spiritual, guidance at the time. And so my husband was replacing him, and I was sad. And then Rojas was like, "Oh no, he seems like a solid guy. Go check him out." And so I remember when I asked him, "Oh, how are you spiritually?" He was like, "Oh, I'm alright." And so I was thinking, "Oh man, I can't seek spiritual advice from him. He doesn't seem too confident about where he is spiritually." So my first impression wasn't. What you
expecting to say? Yeah, I'm a young Bible scholar.
No, but I mean, I wanted you to be somewhat confident. I'm pretty good when it comes to the Bible. Not, I'm alright.
The Bible say pride comes before the fall. I ain't trying to fall.
Well, I understand that, but you didn't seem too confident. So I just told Rojas, I don't think I will be seeking spiritual advice from him.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't the best impression.
It wasn't an impression. Oh, that's a light skin keep sweating.
Oh my gosh. Cut it out.
My first impression of you was like, dang, this lady stuck up.
Here you go.
Yeah, I'm about to go. Because I said in the other deleted episode.
Oh my gosh.
First thing that came out of her mouth.
It's not true.
Young Private Porterfield. Rolling up. Rojas introduced us. Hey, this is Smith. It's like, hey, what's up? Porterfield, young PV2. Fresh out of AIT. Barely had any hair.
Oh my God.
Then this one says, "Oh, I'm trying to work it out with this guy I've been talking to for 5 years."
That is not what I said. I don't even remember saying this, y'all.
What's that mean to a young player?
Oh my God.
What's that mean to me?
I don't even remember saying that.
I was already talking to somebody at that time anyway. So I was like, why are you telling me this?
Oh my gosh.
I don't care about none of that. So
I don't think I even said that, y'all, but that's what he says. I said.
That's what she said, 100%. I'll never forget it. Might get it tattooed one day.
Cut it out.
See, my wife is so stuck up. She thought I was trying to holler at her at first sight.
Oh my god! No, I did not.
try to instantly think I was trying to
I
spit
don't-
game. I said was what's up.
I don't even remember that. I just remember us talking about, where you were spiritually. That was it. I don't even remember this.
I wasn't trying to get Rojas to put me on or nothing.
Oh my gosh, whatever.
Because we had some young cluckers
I'm not dealing
in
with you.
213. I ain't need Rojas to put me on if I was looking for that.
Oh my god.
We had some young bucks.
Oh my god.
It was too easy if I was looking for that. But yeah, that was honestly my first impression of her. But I guess fast forward a little bit to how we became friends. So I'd been there for, I don't know, about a month or some change probably. And I knew she went to church, so I was like, let me find out what church she go to. So I started going to church with her, and that's how we became friends. And then there was this other girl called Biscuit Sandwiches or Hamburgers.
What?
You don't remember?
No.
Green was like, did you even pray over that burger?
What? I don't even remember what
You don't remember when that was the first Sunday we went to church. And we stopped at McDonald's to get breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And Green was like, did you even pray over that burger?
I cannot with you.
And that's kind of how we became friends, even though she was still getting on my nerves.
No. When we were friends, it was like so many people was trying to tell us like, oh, you guys are going to be together. You guys are good for each other. You're both always talking about the Bible. But we argued like so much. We would argue about Bible verses. He would come in my cubicle, throwing scripture at me, basically saying like he was right and I was wrong. And so
I was.
No, we argued so much. It was just like, no, this is not going to be the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. We don't even agree on these Bible verses. How are we going to be together? So it was a hot mess. So it wasn't until he went to Roanoke. Well, back to Roanoke, we were on, what was it, block leave?
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh, we were on Christmas leave, and he asked me to go with him, but I was like, no, good. And so I think it was like it might have been the second day.
Yeah, because I almost got shot the first night.
Oh my God, I'm not dealing with you. So the
First night back.
Oh my God. So the second night that, he was in Roanoke, I told one of my friends at the time, I said, oh my gosh, I said, I think I'm missing Porterfield, but I don't know if I'm missing him like a friend or more than a friend. I just wasn't sure. And she told me, well, you got to go tell him. And I was like, go tell who? And she's like, go tell him. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to tell him. And she was just like, you got to. And so we had a mutual friend named Marcus, and I had called Marcus to my barrack room, and I was like, hey Marcus, I think I have feelings for Porterfield, but I don't know. And he was like, man, I've been waiting on y'all to tell, see how y'all feel. Like, call him up. And I'm just like, oh my God, no. Like, I don't really know. And he was like, just call him and let him tell you if he feel the same way. So, he had put, I had put him on speaker. And
yeah, time out right there. She was dead wrong for that, first off.
Oh my gosh.
Who tried to have an intimate conversation, put him on speaker?
But Marcus was like, he was the homie.
Yeah, Marcus my boy, but it
He's
ain't
the
like...
homie,
It ain't like I won't put you on blast. That's like me around chilling a mayo, like, hey, I'm about to put this on speaker real quick.
Because I was nervous. I was like, kind of tell me what I should do. And, when I was, telling him how I felt. And he was over here,
I didn't say now, not nothing.
I didn't tell you how I felt.
No.
Yes, I did. I told you that I felt like I had feelings for you, but I wasn't sure.
You don't even remember what you did yesterday.
Oh my God, whatever. And he basically was like, we should pray on it. He didn't want to tell me how he felt, y'all. He was being a punk. He didn't want to tell me, so.
Do it look like I'm a punk?
He was being a punk.
I know most people that watch this know me.
Yeah, he was
personally.
scared.
Most people that watch this know me personally.
Marcus.
Y'all ever know me to be a
tell
punk?
y'all that he did not want to say how he felt.
Put in the comment section if you anybody that knows me.
Oh my
Put in the comment section to tell me when I've been a punk.
Yeah, he was scared.
And if you do, we could pull up and trade hands.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was scared. So he basically was like, I'm going to pray on it. I'm going to let you know. And then...
I had to pray on it because your boy had...
No, I'm not saying that. You was scared because you prayed on it. You just didn't want to directly...
I had to pray on it because your boy had just broke a young lady's heart.
Touche.
And I didn't want to be out here playing games with everybody. And some days you got on my nerves.
Well, that feeling was mutual.
Some days you still get on my nerves.
That feeling is mutual.
Like right now when we got to reshoot a whole episode.
Yo, I had a whole fro. I was like, oh my gosh.
I got a whole fro right now.
Ladies, y'all know how it is. If y'all hair is looking crazy and massive, y'all just be like, oh, I'm not feeling it.
Ladies be having fros.
Yeah, but their fro probably looks nice.
My sister had a fro for the first 3 years of her life.
Oh my god. Y'all, I'm transitioning.
She could never grow hair.
I have like the curly like edges and then the straight ends. I was looking crazy and he comes in the house and was like, we having technical difficulties, babe. You want to shoot with me? You want to film with me? I'm like, huh? Look, I'm looking crazy.
She would have been alright.
Oh my gosh.
But that's not how it went at all. She don't remember what we did yesterday. What we do yesterday.
We came back from Washington, D.C.
What did we do after that?
I mean, you went in the room and started doing your homework and I was out here.
What you eat for lunch?
I don't know.
Exactly. How you going to remember something 3 years ago? Over 3 years.
So you tell your version then. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell the truth.
Well, go ahead. Tell the truth.
I'm going to tell the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me to the Lord.
Oh my gosh. We'll tell your version of the story.
That's not my version. It's the truth.
Your version?
So I came on Christmas Eve. I had invited her to come with me. I was about to get shot on the first night that I arrived.
Oh my god.
And
you could have left that part out.
That's true facts. So the following day we were on the phone, and you said, you got something to tell me, huh? Trying to prod. You prodded me.
What?
And after you saying, you got something to tell me, huh? You got something to tell me. No. I was like, yeah, I like you. And then he was like, what? No, you don't. What you say?
No,
you don't like me.
He plays so much. You don't ever know when he's serious. I've been married to him for 3 years. And
does this look like the face of a person that'll play?
When I tell y'all, he got jokes for days. Like, every time, like, I'm trying to be serious, he plays. And I've been married to him for 3 years, and sometimes I still don't know when he's serious and when he's playing because he played too much. So I thought he was playing. He plays a lot, y'all.
I don't ever play.
When I cry and you cracking jokes, and I mean, it's funny because I'll stop crying and then I'll start laughing. But most people when somebody's emotional, they come and comfort you and stuff like that. He'll start cracking jokes while I'm in the middle of crying, and I'll start laughing. But I'm just saying, like,
see, because the Bible say that laughter is medicine for the soul. I'm trying to get your soul right.
I know that, but he don't know when to stop playing.
This is in 1 Marquise chapter 1.
Oh my gosh.
Verse 33.
If you don't finish telling your version of the story.
Thou shalt not play.
Oh my gosh. Tell your side of the story.
So anyway, then you was like, for like 5 minutes, you was like, no you don't. You don't like me. What you say, no you don't. So after 5 minutes of hearing that, I was like, yeah, no, I don't like you. You're getting on my nerves.
Oh my god.
That's why I didn't want to tell you in the first place.
He would have never told me had I not listened to my friend at the time.
That's not true. I was about to tell her.
No, he was not.
But then she would do something to get on my nerves, like ask me for 5 minutes how I felt.
Oh my god. Because I just wanted to make sure you were sure because you played too much.
So that's how the feelings got initiated.
Right, that's true.
Because I confessed.
And I initiated.
She didn't initiate. She just asked me.
Oh my gosh.
So then after that, her story veers back into the truth. I did have to seek some guidance from the Lord. Because I wasn't trying to be young heartbreaker out here.
Touche.
Because You know that message I got a month after we started dating
Oh. Oh my God.
from that girl's mom.
Right.
Boy.
I'm done.
Boy, I was about to flip.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't trying to get a message from your mom.
Well, that's true.
So, yeah, I sought the Lord.
Touche.
Because I initiated.
No, he did not initiate.
'Cause
I did.
I
He
initiated.
was too scared. He was, y'all.
Do it look like I'd be scared?
You remember our battle, but he used to be like, Lenita, why you gotta say stuff like that? I was like, because I used to say to him, if he did like me, he'll be too scared to say it to me. He'd be like, don't do that, don't say that, because he never gonna tell you, Lenita.
I didn't like her at that time either.
We didn't like each other at that time.
No, you liked me.
Y'all, I did not like light-skinned boys. Like, they were too, they're too much. They put you through hell and back. And I did not, I kid you not. Neither one of us liked each other. It took for him to go home and go to Roanoke.
You never met a young player from Virginia before.
Oh my God, here you go. I've met people from Virginia, maybe not, in that way.
You ain't never met a young player from Virginia. First
I'm
off,
not dealing with you.
because I know that last episode that we deleted, Ford ain't technically from Virginia, and Ford live in Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia don't count.
I had two battle buddies from Virginia. They were cool people.
Marcus ain't
But
from
not
Virginia.
in that way. That's not what he's saying. He's saying I don't meet people from Virginia that's nice like him or swag like him.
Marcus ain't from Virginia. Marcus is from Florida. And then 3, ain't none of them from that 540, baby. Star City.
Oh my gosh. I'm not dealing with you.
Ain't none of them from around these parts.
I'm not dealing. But if you ask those two, they'll tell you. He was too scared to like tell me how he felt. Oh, even Shanzi. Shanzi know.
She don't know neither.
No, she knew. She'll be like, Smith, stop being so mean to him. Like, he's never going to tell you. I used to be like, you know what? I don't even care.
And she's from New York.
No, but I'm saying, like, they knew they can back up my story and tell y'all that he was just too scared.
It's a known fact that people from New York like pizza. And it's another known fact.
What is it?
It's another known fact that pizza leads you to be blind.
Y'all see what I got to deal with? He's
9 out of 10 doctors say pizza equals blindness.
He's not even making any sense right now.
That's the truth.
Oh.
I just fact checked it. My phone's right here.
Boy, stop.
But, so I guess leading into our... Well, then we end up getting married. I'm going to switch up the questions too since we're shooting a whole nother episode.
Okay.
So, well, we got married in May. And I deployed in June.
Mm-hmm.
And I deployed in June. Why were you willing to make that sacrifice so soon?
Well, I think it was basically because I knew you were the one. I trusted, that you could lead me. I saw that you could lead me, and even though I was very independent, I saw early on that I could trust you and that you could lead me, and so I was willing to.
So even knowing that a month later that I'm out of here.
I don't think we expected. I'm trying to think. Oh, you're saying like as far as why did I say yes?
But yeah, why did you agree to get married so soon?
I mean, I was ready whether we was gonna do it right then or whether we was gonna do it later. I was already like, this is my soulmate. I kind of knew that already.
And how did you kind of? But we had a whole nother curveball too because you was pregnant during that time. Mm-hmm. We were abstinent. Some people still be doubting. I was talking to my sister the other week. It was like, yeah, that timeline don't match up.
What? People thought that he proposed to me because they thought I was secretly pregnant. I'm like, he proposed to me in March, and I had my baby all the way the next year in February. I would have to be pregnant for 11 months. I mean, that's a pretty long time. Roughly 11 months.
Well, she came out looking like she was 11 months old.
I'm done. I'm done with him. No, but people really I was just like, dang, we can't even, why do I have to be pregnant for him to propose to me? That was literally as soon as he proposed, people were like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, dang, I just can't be special enough for this man to propose to me. I gotta be pregnant. And that was just so offensive to me.
Well, that was before I found out you was a serial killer.
Oh my God! I used to like to watch these little what's the show? Snapped and First 48. But now I don't watch it because after I had my daughter, you become more sensitive. Like,
This is another known fact. 10 out of 10 serial killers sleep with their socks on.
oh my gosh! I sleep with my socks. What does that have to do with anything?
You're a serial killer if you sleep with your socks on.
So why did you marry me?
I didn't know that you was a serial killer.
Oh my gosh!
You tricked me. You would take your socks off.
I'm not dealing
And
with
then
you.
when I left your room, you'd put your socks back on.
I'm not dealing with you. Cut it out.
And it's another known fact. 8 out of 10 serial killers sleep on flat pillows.
Oh my God!
Her pillows used to be dead.
Oh my God!
Them things used to be...
What is that guy?
Them things was...
If you don't tell the story,
She was sleeping on loaves of bread.
cut it out.
But anyway,
What are you saying?
how'd you deal with the... So you were pregnant. We were married. 1 month into it,
Right.
I got on a plane to fly halfway across the world. How did you handle the stressors of being in a new marriage with your husband gone and being pregnant?
Well, I think the way that I prepared for it was because I was like, I prayed in advance. It's like sometimes when you pray in advance, it prepares you for like, the things that are about to come. And so I felt like I had mentally prepared myself. And then I think, being in the Army kind of prepared me for that as well. Like, I was so used to being separated from my family. I had been separated from my family for like, 4 years at that point, besides going to visit them. But I had kind of already mentally and physically prepared myself for that type of separation from you. If that makes sense. The military kind of already trained me. And then, prayer life, praying over my marriage. And then even before we went, the day that we got married, like I remember one of my friends, Monique, she was like, you're supposed to pray over your union before you get married. Like, we have to protect your union and pray over it. And so she had prayed.
Another quick timeout. She was late to our wedding.
Oh my God, no. The pastor was like, you ladies can relax, until when we're ready, we're going to call you. We were like, I think, what's her name? Sherilyn came in there, and I think it wasn't even 2 minutes. Monique's prayer didn't even last that long. It must have been like 2 minutes. And then, Sherilyn came in there and she was like, hey ladies, it's time. And so, we wiped our tears and we were done with it. And then we just,
She was late.
No. You were the one, you were doing like CIF or something like that. What was it? What is it called? I don't know.
The medical stuff.
No.
That's what I was doing that morning.
You had a lot of stuff to do that day. And I was like, are you even going to make it to the altar in time?
I was sitting up there for 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
You want to call Marcus? Call Marcus.
Oh my goodness.
And he knows. He was there too, looking at me sitting up there for 20 minutes.
Because the pastor told us that he was going to come and have Sherilyn come get us when it was time. And Sherilyn came.
And I had been up since...
Oh my gosh.
I've been up since 3 in the morning. Had just got 500 shots. Blood drawn.
Oh my gosh.
Changed into my Class A's. Shoes hotter than a mug. Middle of May.
Oh my gosh.
But nah, she want to be late. But go ahead with your story.
Oh, so yeah, Monique had ended up, praying over our union and stuff like that. And I think when you go into a marriage and you pray before your marriage and you pray during, and you're constantly praying over your marriage and seeking out God, I think that pretty much helps for the future. It helps within your marriage. So I think that happened a lot for us because we didn't have an example of what marriage looked like, or we didn't have somebody to go to be like, how does marriage go? Or we didn't get to see the physical examples in front of us. We didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. So we had to do a lot of seeking anyways, from God. But I think that's the best way, because when you start to involve all the outside forces, they bring all their opinions. And so it doesn't give you the opportunity to, work out, work out your marriage within your marriage with just you, your partner, and God.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You're late. You're
Oh my
always late.
gosh.
What? How you gonna explain being late now forever, all the time?
How am I late?
You're always late.
No, I'm
For
not.
somebody that's was active duty, is currently in the reserves,
But how am I
is
late?
never punctual.
Wait, but wait, what?
Everything.
Oh my God! Don't listen to him.
I'd be like, we leaving at such and such time. Come here, about to try to leave. It'd be another 45 minutes.
That's because girls have to, pamper their faces and
So not
powder
only-
their faces and.
Not only are you a serial killer,
Oh my gosh!
you
Don't listen
always
to him.
late.
Don't listen to him, y'all.
Dang. You got one more strike
No,
before I go marry me an old lady.
whatever.
I'm about to go marry me an old rich lady.
Don't listen to him, y'all. He is something else.
So anyway, guess this will be our last question. What were you looking for in a relationship prior?
Well, prior to us getting married, or
Yeah,
just.
well, prior to me, yeah.
I think what I was looking for was somebody that I was, number one, like somebody that I was spiritually yoked with. Like, it's difficult if you find somebody and y'all are not on the same level spiritually. Like, you don't want, because, you're supposed to trust the man to lead. And if you can't trust him to lead, then your marriage is already, in trouble. Before I met my husband, I would always tell him, I think one of my most difficult things is for him to lead, because I had never done that before. Like, in all my relationships prior, I was so independent. I didn't trust in a man to guide me or to lead me. I didn't seek, the man that I was with for guidance. But I thought that was normal. I thought that was okay. And, looking back, if somebody would have told me, oh, you would be in a marriage and you would trust the man to lead, I would probably look at them like they were freaking crazy. Like, I'd be like, no. So I think, that was very important for me to be able to search for a mate that was, that I was evenly, yoked with, and somebody that I could trust to lead. And I think somebody who I felt would be faithful, somebody that I felt, that I could trust, somebody that, and I think too, I think most African American males, they're not very good at like expressing themselves or showing emotion. And it just blew me away, like, to see that he knew how to express himself. Like, he wasn't afraid to show, like, oh, I love my lady, or he wasn't afraid to be affectionate. And I think that is what drew me to him. And I had this preconceived notion that, light-skinned boys are just on some, like, I'm fly, I'm cool, I'm not on some lover boy type stuff, I just thought, he was, one of those, light-skinned boys out there. And so that just was up to no good. But that wasn't the case with him. Like, he was very affectionate. He knew how to.
That she knows it.
I'm not dealing with him today. But he knew how to express himself. He knew how to, to do all those things pretty much. And so I think that's pretty much what I was looking for.
Yeah, I am top 5 husband / father.
Y'all, this is why I can't give him a compliment, because he get gassed up. But
I am, huh?
oh my gosh. Don't listen to him.
Hey, if it's true.
And what is yours?
If the shoe fits. Spousal abuse. Call 911 for me.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even get to ask you any questions.
Well, you the guest.
Well, I guess if y'all ever have technical difficulties again, then I guess I'll get to ask you the questions.
You the guest, so I'm trying to prompt the conversation. But I was about to say what mine was, what I was looking for.
What?
So, on the spiritual aspect, I wanted somebody that had their own relationship with God. I didn't want to have to push somebody into that. I wanted somebody that had a strong faith already, so that we could grow together while, seeking Christ.
Right.
So more of the other aspects, I wanted somebody that was, I guess silly, because I like to play. She's grumpy now. She used to be
Oh
fun.
my god.
She used to be. We used to laugh and joke and play.
I still
We
play.
used to laugh and
He
joke.
don't know when to stop playing, y'all.
Laugh and joke and all this and that and the third. But now
Oh my god.
she just wants to hit me and abuse me.
What? Y'all don't believe him. Y'all know sometimes y'all
I'm
husband
feeling
just
like Tina Turner.
no. Y'all know sometimes your husband's just like he loves to aggravate me. He loves to get a kick. And then I'll even ask him. I'll say, "Babe, do you just like to aggravate me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like to do that." Why do you want to aggravate me?
No,
He's like, "Cause it's fun. It's funny to watch."
She be like, eat the cake, anime. I sing it like I told you, anime.
No. Mm-mm.
That's what I get.
No.
But so yeah, silly and somebody that could hold a conversation. Somebody that is supportive, cause I be all over the place sometimes. I got a lot of ambitions.
That's true.
Somebody look good.
Oh my god. So silly.
Somebody that look good. You gotta.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, stuff along those lines. Somebody that's caring, that's loving. Preferably somebody that don't sleep with socks on, but
Oh my god.
I guess I didn't get that one.
I cannot deal with you today.
And somebody that don't got freezer feet. Why do women's feet be so cold?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's like you be putting your feet in the freezer for later.
Oh my gosh.
And then be trying to touch somebody with it.
Anyways, I wanted to say to y'all, sometimes your vision of what your soulmate looks like or, who your soulmate is not always the case. I had told him, like, I think, what was it, like 2 or 3 months before we figured out we liked each other? You remember when I said to you, I was like, I can't wait to see who your wife is. And I said to him, I was like, I'm going to be your friend for life just to see who you marry. This woman is going to have to be like Michelle Obama. I was like, because your expectation, and this is when we were friends, I was like, your expectations of a woman is just very high. And I was like, I just want to be your friend just to see who you marry. And I really had, that's to show you, like, I had no idea that this was going to be my soulmate. I just thought
he was going to be somebody
be,
that had high character.
I thought his expectations for his future wife was a lot. So I had told him that. And then when we were facing each other down the at the aisle or the altar, sorry. My mind is everywhere.
We got married in the aisle.
In the altar, he says to me, well, how does my wife look? And I just started like laughing or chuckling, whatever you want to say. But that's how, like, I really didn't think that he was going to be my soulmate. So I was going to say to women or men, sometimes your soulmate isn't who you envision it to be or how you envision it to be. It's really what God wants, for you. And thank God it's that way, because, what you want is not what is best for you. But what God has for you is for you.
I agree with that. I just, dang. God hit me like Hosea or something.
I'm dealing with you.
So you gotta deal with old concrete feet for the rest of your life.
Oh my God!
You gotta deal with old concrete.
I'm done with you.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. Cause we all have that, like, that idea of the perfect woman or the perfect man, but what you think is perfect often isn't perfect for you.
Right.
And a lot of times we judge it on the physical appearance,
Right.
not like their character or their morals or their views, because what Proverbs, what is it, 31, 32?
Mm.
I think it's 32, 31. I'm gonna say 31. Proverbs 31 says, beauty fades. I ain't gonna quote it verbatim. This is the Young Homie translation. Beauty fades, but a woman that has high integrity is, rare. And you can flip that to men too. So we got a lot of times we don't look on the inside. So God blesses us with somebody that meets, maybe not even necessarily meets our what we think our physical standards are, but meets our emotional standards, our spiritual standards, what we need to continue to grow for the rest of our lives.
Right.
So I agree with that.
Sure.
I'm still upset at you, but we got to reshoot this episode.
Oh my God.
But anyway, that's it. That's been our time. Episode 9. Thanks to this lady that lives with me,
Oh my God.
Lanita
You better
Geronda.
Stop! Don't say Geronda.
Lanita Geronda Porterfield.
You better put some respect on my name. And Geronda is not my name. Thank you.
Her middle name is Geronda.
No, it's not, y'all.
Hashtag Geronda.
Stop.
And spell it as ghetto as you want. I don't know how to spell
Oh my God.
it. But, you know the deal. Like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. Facebook, Fully Charged. Websites, fullycharged.me. We be dropping blogs. I've been slipping for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to get back on it, though. Just been dumb busy. But, Instagram, _fully_charge_podcast. Comment. Go to Chillin's page. His name's Menace Arnold. Say, post more stuff on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Chillin'.
You are petty.
Chillin'
You are the petty. Oh my God. My husband is the king of being petty.
supposed to be in charge of Instagram. Tell him, post all the stuff.
Oh my
Take
God.
some pictures. But, yeah. I don't think I forgot anything.
No, you've been petty enough.
I'm not the king of petty. I'm just top 5 husbands.
Oh my gosh.
Get you a young light skin from Roanoke. Anyway, we out.
Bye.
Peace.